Hello, I've just finished After Midnight by Daphne du Maurier, and I'm here to talk about it. This might be one of the best short story collections I've ever read. Like, if I taught a Gothic literature class, I would spend an entire semester on this book. There's so much to dive into and analyze. This is absolutely another 10 out of 10 for me, and partially because I will definitely revisit these stories. I really feel like I'll be able to just discover something new every time I reread one. I'm going to try to go through the last 7 stories very quickly. If you want to hear about the first half, check out my last video. The first is The Pool, which is one I definitely want to reread because it's one of those stories where you don't quite know what's real and what's not. Next is The Doll, which was super creepy. And this is one I want to research a little bit more because the main woman in this story is named Rebecca, and I want to know if it was like a precursor to her novel Rebecca. That one will definitely stick with me because it gave me the ick, but in the best way. Next is Ganymede, which is a reference to a Greek myth. The vibes of this one reminded me a lot of Perfume by Patrick Suskind. I also really loved how throughout a lot of these stories she references Greek mythology or biblical figures and stories. Next is Leading Lady, which I think is the shortest story, but man, it's really impactful. I just love how she's able to take these character flaws and really magnify them and turn them into something sinister. Then we have Not After Midnight, which is where the title of the book comes from. The unease you feel during this story just builds and builds until you're kind of spiraling into madness right along with the character. The final two are called Split Second and The Breakthrough. Split Second had my jaw on the floor by the end. She got me again with the twist, y'all. Part of me was like, I can't believe I didn't see that coming, but also I was so immersed in the story, it was so good. And finally we have The Breakthrough, which is almost like a little foray into science fiction, which I loved. It took me a minute to get into, but once I realized what The Breakthrough was, my stomach dropped. I absolutely loved this collection, and if you like gothic, thriller, psychological books, you will absolutely love it too. I think she's super underrated for how influential her writing really was. I loved it. I'm so glad I picked it up, but it's time for my next read, so I will see you next time. Happy reading.